Alright, so turns out there's more information about the Elden Ring DLC. There's this IGN interview with Hidetaka Miyazaki where he talked a bit more about the DLC and the process and what could you expect from it. And in here I have some notes. If you see me sitting down, it's because I have some notes to not forget anything. And he said with that this is the biggest expansion the company ever worked on, so we can expect a lot of content from it. And it will be a new area. Of course, you will have to touch Mikela's hand at Mohg Palace to access it, and it's called the Realm of Shadow. So, Shadow of the Erdtree, Realm of Shadow, makes sense, no? And the DLC is based on part of what George R. R. Martin pitched them in the past for the base game. It's not a new story. They already had this and they considered that this was better suited for a DLC instead of the main game. So that's pretty good. It's not some random new story, it's something that's related to what's already in the base game. So that's good. And he's also said the map is about the size of Limgrave. And now remember, Limgrave is not the huge map, it's just a part of the full map from the base game. I will leave a picture on the screen. And remember, you may say, oh, but Limgrave is small. No, Limgrave is not small. There was a lot to do, and you have to consider there's the surface and the underground. And he also said there will be legacy dungeons, there will be catacombs, there will be caves, there will be a lot of things to explore. So it will be Limgrave, but with a lot of things to do. So that's good. And that we can expect some over 10 new bosses, which is nice. There will be more weapons, more armor, more skills, and there will be 8 new categories of weapons, meaning 8 new categories that weren't in the base game. So I can't wait to see what he has in store for us, because 8 categories is a lot. So, I mean, I want that. And about the difficulty, he said that the difficulty would be like the end game of the base game. So if you're familiar with the base game and you've played the end game bosses, that's the level of difficulty you should expect. He said he didn't want to do something like Bloodborne, where Orphan of Chaos was super hard in the DLC, but that he got some inspiration from that, and that people won't be disappointed that it will be too easy or something like that. It will have endgame level of difficulty, which I'm glad, because I don't like to be handed wins. I like to earn them, and to me, endgame difficulty sounds like something that everyone could handle, especially if you've already beaten the game once. And lastly, he said that there will be a poison swamp. Of course, this is a Souls game, there will be a poison swamp, but that it was installed lately after the DLC was advanced, because he realized that he likes to do poison swamps, and at first there wasn't a poison swamp, and then he said, okay, let's include one. So prepare your anti-poisons, boys. And finally, something not related to Elden Ring, but he was asked if Bloodborne would get a remake, and he said, well, that the Demon Souls remake made sense because it was a 2 generations leap from PS3 to PS5. And since Bloodborne was released on PS4, he wasn't sure if the game would get an advantage by being on PS5. And he also said that he doesn't close the door to that possibility, but that he doesn't see the benefit going from PS4 to PS5. In my opinion, I think it would do great because we would have Bloodborne at 60 FPS. That's huge. And maybe we can sprinkle some new designs for the bosses. That would be nice. So I think it would benefit, but he doesn't close the door to that possibility. And that's all he said in that interview. He wasn't really hermetic about it. He said just enough to tease people and hype people up. Like me, I'm very happy about it. And well, we all have to wait until June 21st to see. That's all he said in that interview, and that's all I have for you. So, with that being said, thank you all for watching. See you on the next one. Bye bye.